Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hey, hi, I'm Adesoa. Welcome to my channel, and make sure to be a part of this family by clicking on that subscribe button. It doesn't take anything, okay? And if you're a returning subscriber, hey bestie, welcome to another video. Alright, so in today's video, I'm going to be talking about 10 things I wish I knew before going for NYSC orientation camp. Now, if you're just new to my channel, I'll link the previous videos I made about my NYSC experience, my NYSC prep, traveling to Akwa Ibom for my NYSC, and last days at NYSC orientation camp. So today's video is going to be the last video of my NYSC series, and it's going to be 10 things I wish I knew before going for NYSC orientation camp. Now, the first thing I wish I knew was making too many photocopies of my documents. As we all know, we were asked, or you'll be asked if you're just going, to make a lot of copies of your documents and everything. I can't remember the list of documents. I'll put it on the screen if I remember. But we're asked to make a lot of copies of all documents, and if you know, there are a lot of documents. So imagine making so many copies and it eventually being a waste. People were even shouting, make 10 copies, blah 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 blah. Eventually, we did not even make up to 5. You can imagine how ridiculous it was, getting there with so much documents and trying to sort through so much files, and just to find out that you only need just a little number of them. So now, I would suggest you make probably 5 copies, because at my own orientation camp, yours might be different, but at mine, I only used maximum 3 and I made 10 copies each. So you can imagine the wastage. So I would suggest that you just make probably 5 copies to be on the safe side. The second thing I wish I knew was packing so much luggage. Please, I beg you, when you're going to camp, pack light. Cause me, I don't know whether I was going to my husband's house or I was traveling abroad. I don't know where I was packing all this lot too. I was packing a mufti. I was packing a lot of things, a lot of nonsense. Eventually, I didn't even need. It was so annoying. I didn't even need up to half of the things I packed. And because you're not allowed to drive into the gate of the orientation camp, you're going to stop at the gate and walk, and the distance is a distance. Imagine carrying so much luggage with you. So I suggest you pack light, take all your essentials, and avoid unnecessary embarrassment. Yeah, so I packed a lot of goods, and they were even mocking me. Imagine the what do you call it? The soldiers on the camp. They're like, where are you carrying all these loads? Me, I was thinking, I will need this. Eventually, I didn't need up to half of all the things I took. So pack light. I can't overemphasize on that. So the third thing on my list was having a big hairdo. My sisters, come closer. You see that hair that you want to do? You see that hair? Don't do it. Because you're just going to waste your money. You're going to waste your time. I packed my hair in a ponytail all through the 3 weeks of camp. I packed my hair in a donut, because if they should see as little as one strand of your hair coming out more than your shoulder, they're gonna shout. So what about the point of carrying? I was thinking we go there to do fashion parade. I don't know what I was thinking. But I don't know whether it's fashion parade I was thinking or what. But I didn't think that hair was going to be a problem. My sister, hair is going to be a problem. Make something shoulder length. Don't carry wig. Let me just tell you, don't carry wig. Wig is not necessary, because number 1, they might steal it. Number 2, there's heat, and if the thought of you knowing that you can remove it, it's just probably going to be weird. I don't know, Sha. If you're comfortable removing your wig outside, go ahead, knock yourself out. But I'll suggest you just make maybe shoulder length braids, or just make your natural hair and go. Nobody's gonna bite you. But you see that long hair, bum length that you wanna do, just forget about it. Forget about it. Just do something that will. Aside from the fact that it was not really allowed in my camp, the heat, because I went during November ending to December, the heat was crazy. So even without anybody telling you, you're going to pack that hair away from your body. The hair itself would be load. It was load for me. It was a lot of load. I wish I didn't, carry it. But yeah, avoid making long hair, bum hair length, whatever, frontal. Just do something simple, okay? The fourth thing I wish I had carried instead of all my excess luggage was actually a bigger fan. Now, if you know, I don't know if I have a fan yet. I took a very, like, all those cute little fan, and honestly, I wish I took that big one, that big rechargeable, like medium size fan, because the heat, like I mentioned, the heat was, in fact, and they used to turn off the light in my camp. They used to turn off the light 10 p.m. sharp. So if you like the hot, if you like the cold, that's not their business. They're gonna off the light anyway. Do we even have fan? Okay, we had fan, yes. Like we had ceiling fan, but there was no light most of the time, so it was not really useful. So if I were you, probably planning on going like towards the end of the year, or like during a period where there's heat, or you're going to a place where there's like heat, just take all those bigger sized fan, not those little cute ones. And I wish I took a lamp, not a torchlight, because like I said, they were taking the light most of the time, so there was basically no light. Like immediately after all our activities, they'll turn off the light and they expect us to just be wallowing in darkness. So yeah, I think maybe you should add that to your list, or put that into consideration when you're packing for Nysc. The fifth thing I wish I knew before going for camp was embedding my name on every of my item. Now you're going to be like, why are we doing that? We babies, I'm in secondary school. Sister, brother, let me just tell you. You see those things that you think that are childish, some people are still doing it. People are still stealing. Of course, they are stealing. And it's not like as if you'll be like, why? It's just white. It's just this thing. They will steal it. So in order to avoid all that drama, and just, you don't have to like write it boldly or big. Just write it like at the bottom part of your shirt. And actually, most of the time, I was giving my clothes to the dry cleaner. So because there was no time, I was giving my clothes mostly to the dry cleaner. So it was like, you have to write your number, at least like that call up number. Is it call up number now? State code. You have to write one number on your what do you call it? On your shirt or your trouser, whatever you're giving to them. And I assumed that okay, this guy knows me, I know him, and I just gave him my coat without naming it. Believe you me, when I went, and I submitted my crested shirt to him to help me iron. Just iron it. Don't even wash, just iron it. I went there before the passing out of the NYSC orientation camp. I went to go and collect it back. This man told me he cannot find my something. So you can imagine how destabilizing that can be. So to avoid all that drama, most especially if you're giving the dry cleaners, just embed your name on every of your item. All your clothes, all your shoes, the white shoes, just at the bottom or something. Just find a way to write your name or your number there. The sixth thing I wish I knew was that if you want to do parade, most especially in Akwa Ibom, you're gonna chop dust. That one I was like, I don't know why I assumed that all camps are going to have tarred floors, interlocked floors, but I just assumed that no camp was going to be like anyhow. And me, right from time, I knew I was going to join the parade team or whatever. because I had like I liked it and everything. So I chopped dust. I chopped a lot of dust. So I wish I knew that. Although there's not really a remedy for that, because if you wear nose mask, you feel stuffed, suffocated. So regardless, you're still going to chop the dust if you're going to all those parts that don't have tarred floors. I don't know if you get what I mean. So if you're going to like camps like Abuja camp, Lagos camp, Nasarawa, all those other camps, I think that their flaws are, just do your research before going and find out what camp you're going to be attending and if you're still going to be interested in joining their parade team. The seventh thing I wish I knew before going for camp was sleep is a luxury. Hey, like these people, when you're coming to camp, they know that they have plans for you. Just see, leave your life behind, just submit your life to them because they orchestrated everything, they have orchestrated everything, every time of your day, they have orchestrated it for them. So you have literally no time to yourself. The time that you think you have to sleep, you are going to be doing something. The time that you think you have to eat, you're going to be doing something else. So I didn't know that sleep was a luxury until I went to camp. I was crying to sleep. I was begging to sleep. And before, if you when you now get back to the hostel after the whole day's activity and everything, you're so exhausted. Some people are still going to have craze in their head and gonna be shouting. They're shouting everywhere, different people from different backgrounds, shouting. Like I said, they don't have home training. So to help with that, I just think maybe you should take like a what do you call that, a sleeping mask and like ear muffs. I don't think that will help anyway, but just take it just in case. But sleep is a luxury. Just prepare your mind, prepare your body, prepare your soul. Sleep as much as you can before you go for that camp because you're gonna suffer. Now the eighth thing I wish I knew was, now I don't know if it applies to all camps. I do not know. But you see that custard bucket. I think I'm just going to put a picture there somewhere that they are selling as Bella, the bucket, and whatever. It has a cover, it has a lid on it. My sister, please buy it. Please. You think you're not going to need it? Or buy it. I don't know where I thought I was going. When I was coming to camp, I was seeing people hawking those things on the road. And I was like, I'm selling that kind of small bucket. Who's going to use that small bucket to bath? I was like, I don't need it. I have a bigger bucket. Coming down from the car as I was walking into the camp, someone was dragging me back. Sister, buy this bucket. Buy this bucket. I said, I won't need it. She said, you will need it though. It's pee bucket. I said, why would I be peeing inside a bucket? Why would I do that? She was like, just carry it. I said, I don't need it. Thank you. I'm going to use the toilet. Like, not like you use stone toilet, but I just thought that the toilet was clean enough to, to use it, to sky it. And that first day that I went there, nobody had to tell me to get a bucket. Immediately, I saw the condition of that toilet. Immediately, I went to the Mami market and I went to buy myself one of those buckets because it is essential. Essential. Telling me you're going to Akwa Ibom camp. Akwa Ibom camp. Like, what on God's green earth is that toilet? Hey! People have suffered. And the fact that some people still use it. Let me maybe talk about it. The second to the last thing I knew, or I wish I knew before going for NYSC camp, was that redeployment is stressful. I don't know about any other person because my friend recently redeployed and it wasn't very stressful for her. But when I was redeploying back to Abuja, it was stressful. So if you can work your way around getting the place you want before going for camp, I would advise it. And if you didn't get where you wanted, you can just stay there. I would advise it because the deployment was stressful for me. I don't know about any other person, but for me it was stressful. The last thing I wish I knew was that when you get back home from that camp, you're gonna be scared. You know, at the first night I slept, I was hearing the bagel. Like I heard the bagel sound, and I was so scared. And I was like, "Why am I even? I'm at home. Like first things first, I'm on a comfortable bed. Why would you even be thinking bagel is sounding on a comfortable bed? Because those beds in camp. Let me just tell you now, prepare for your back to be broken. Because those beds are not even, they're paper, not beds. Anyways, I've come to the end of this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a huge thumbs up. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And please share this video, okay? Share the video for someone that needs to know, someone that is probably going to Akwa Ibom camp, and just for informative purposes. So yeah, I'll see you in another video.